She came out there for like a week. JFK came. She had interviewed for a job. She didn't get it. So I got a week of like what it would be like to have a friend. And not only did God send me a friend, God sent me my best friend from like childhood growing up. When she left, I was devastated. Like I literally did nothing but go to work all the time and grind when it came to my accent and my writing. So when she came, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I got a friend. And then she left and it felt like God took all of me with her. I called my brother. I was crying like all night. I was like, I'm moving back. And he told me, no, like, don't come back. Don't come home. You got to stay there. You got to stay there. You got to stay down. I was like, I think I was like down for like a month after that.
And I got a question for you, girl. How was the living transition coming from Atlanta, going to LA? Like, how was that living transition, being by yourself too? Like,
it's so much that now that I look back in retrospect, that really, it was like, really fucked with me. It was a culture shock. I remember I was working at a job. They was like, go talk to that Armenian. I was like, I don't know what the fucking Armenian is. I only know black, white, mixed, and Mexican. So it was definitely a culture shock for me. Then I've always lived with somebody. Like I lived with my mom. Then I went to college, had a roommate. So I lived by myself. That was different. Just even, it's just so much. They're not friendly. They're not personable. So I'm like,
hospitality is really a thing.
Working out there
is really a thing.
You pay an extra amount of money for like a bottle of water, like anything in a bottle. You have to pay for a bag. I was like, so then but after a while it becomes your norm. So it's just a shift, a reality shift, and adjusting and not allowing it to defeat you or taint you. But it had fucked me up a little bit. Like I came back home and they would be like, you want a bag? I'm like, it costs? How much it costs? No. So I would say for my mental, it was taxing, but I was able to like defeat it. But you gotta have solid people around you who you call, you hit up. Right. Like my friends would be like, I miss you. And I ain't gonna lie, for a while being out there and being lonely, I got bitter. I was like, take a flight so I know it's real. Like it definitely will weigh on you, but you have to have something. Like I'm real big in my faith. So I go to God. I'm real big in my family. Like for me to not be able to come home, I was out there fucking broke. For me to not be able to come home and see my family all the time was like killing me. To not be able to see my friends. But you have to don't make excuses, make a way. That's what I always say. So I knew that was an issue. I got a job at the airport, flew for free.
Message.
Yeah. Hey, can I piggyback? Yo,
yeah.
Introduce yourself, brother, because you got, hey, listen. You got a dope. When I saw the hat, I knew I saw the podcast.
Yo, you funny.
You got a dope podcast. Let them know who you are, brother.
Thank you. So my name is Alfred Shivy Brooks. I am a high school educator. I teach economics, personal finance, government at Charles Drew High School in Clayton County. Nice. And now I am a candidate for Atlanta City Council, post one at large. So, definitely, but I'm not really here to talk specifically about that. What I do want to share is, my journey is very similar to Gail's, whereas you left Atlanta. I was originally born in New Jersey, and I had an opportunity to be on Freestyle Friday on BET in 2003, right? I bet you ain't go against Blind Fury. Blind Fury actually came on the week after me. Well, I was retired on Freestyle Friday and put in the Hall of Fame. Oh. So, champion.
Credentials. Check those credentials.
I'm just saying.
Just don't play with him.
Anybody who showed up on the stage went home. We just gonna say that.
Undefeated.
You know what I'm saying? But I had an opportunity to work with Sean Garrett and work with Tip and some other people here in Atlanta as a kid from Jersey. And I mean, the same chance she's talking about when it came to leaving home and going outside was what my life was. Leaving what I felt was a saturated hip hop market in Jersey and New York and moving to Atlanta where I was like, yo, folks are actually giving a shot to independent artists, actually willing to listen to somebody, open the door for somebody, right? But mental health struck me. In 2007, when a very close little homie of mine, I was staying in Stone Mountain off Juliet, and anybody out in the Stone Mountain area, right? Right?
Stone Mountain.
That part.
That's far.
That part. See, but
It's
when you
far
ain't
to a
from here,
hater.
you don't know that though.
You're right.
When you ain't from here, you don't know that. When you ain't from here, you like, oh, rent $600,
You hear me?
and they got a waterfall at the entrance to the gate. Yeah,
Nice deal. Nice
but you ain't know it's the hood though. They fooled you. So we out there. My little homie gets murdered, and it completely changed my life. And I had experienced trauma. I'd experienced depression and was not able to put my finger on it and know what it was. See, for me, like the hypermasculinity, the toxic hypermasculinity, the violence that is so pervasive within our hip hop culture became the thing that turned me off to the culture in general. I literally would drive in my car and not listen to music whatsoever for 3 years. 3 years. I'm talking about when Far Road was popping. Anybody been in Atlanta long enough know what I'm talking about. When you pull up at Frequency and Living Room and all of the, you know what I'm saying, the Velvet Road. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Like a baby, but I had like a.
I had a little.
You snuck in around that time. You
I
snuck
was a fire
in.
guy. I was passing out a little bit.
Right.
I was a promo.
For the Mexican that owned the building.
Right. When that was the era, I went from doing 150 shows a year and being able to walk in wherever I wanted to and live off of that to not being able to listen to hip hop music at all. Not being able to look at all the things I aspired to, all the things that I thought would just make my life everything. That just was not it anymore. And it completely shifted my life. And that's when I ended up going to Georgia State, majoring in public policy, going to school feeling like, yo, I'm gonna run for office one day and I'm gonna try to change the landscape of what things look like so we can create opportunities for young Black and brown boys so they never had to go through the tragedies that my little bro went through.
Did you vocalize this, or was it just thoughts in your head when you
No.
decided?
So when you talked about never doubting yourself, I felt that. Because I think a lot of times people confuse not doubting yourself with not having the ability to pivot or shift what you believe the direction of your life should be.
Pivot.
Right? Not to use the damn corn word of the pandemic.
Pivot.
What was your pivot?
What was your pivot?
What was your pivot? Right? We all had one. I'm one of those people who can say, yo, the pandemic made me.
Hello.
I went from trying to figure out when the next check was coming to driving what the fuck I want. You feel me? Right?
Hello.
But we figured it out. This man next to me had a lot to do with the shit.
Yeah, that's why I ain't gonna let Corey get off the hook with like.
Oh, nah. Cord is a kingmaker.
Yeah.
Cord is a
I
kingmaker.
want Corey to manage me, guys. Put some pressure on Corey.
I'm just a dot. I'm gonna use another word from the pandemic. I'm just a dot connector.
Yeah.
I'm just a dot connector.
But we really, what I'm saying by that is this. I thought at one time that if I did not make it as a hip hop artist or within the hip hop industry, I was failing. Now I'm at a tip where I'm a high school educator and I've turned education into a platform that has allowed me to sell hundreds of thousands in merch every month.
Right.
To being able to create opportunities for other people, to having an Instagram live that reaches 600,000 people a month, to shit, how many people can sell badges and monetize IG?
Right.
Almost nobody, but I can.
On a virtual conference that
has over 6,000 registrants paying $60 a pop, grossing $460,000 in one fucking week.
in the middle of the pandemic.
Business.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like
In the middle of the
in the
pandemic.
middle. Here you go. In the middle of the fucking pandemic.
These are my inspirations, guys.
It becomes the thing where when you link with a Scotty, that unlocks the streets, that unlocks your platform and the access to the streets to make them one and the same, to being able to bring the young people there, the entertainers there, the activists there, and now we run it for offices. Feel me?
Everybody has that mentality of, well, not everybody. So many people think it's the do it on my own or get it out the mud means you got it by yourself. And that's not it. When they say it takes a village, not just to raise a child, it takes a village to be successful.
Yes.
It takes a village to make it through life.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes a village to get up out the fucking bed in the morning.
Yes.
Like if we're talking about mental awareness. Oh,
Girl, you got to catch it on the
so
YouTube.
shy.
Can I stream this?
You got to catch it on the YouTube. It's coming out. That's what Dave's here for. Dave said we got about 5 minutes, but this is a great conversation. But that's right. Like, I keep harping on the word I've always used is together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And our we mentality. It's too much individualism. And like, I'm glad that we got this on this platform to see my circle. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really on this crank just
You the glue, bro.
shit.
You the glue.
Like, I see people like this and I'm inspired by what they're doing. It's like, it's not a competition, but it's like, shit, I need to keep let me just keep pace with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold my own end of the weight. You know what I mean?
But Scotty is a prime example. I tell him all the time, like, you inspire me because I'm trying to get my nonprofit together. And he's a prime example of it's called Dream Above the Influence, because one thing that they teach so much in the Black community is hang around like-minded individuals, or you don't need to hang with them, they troublemakers. But we've been friends since we was both troublemakers on two different paths.
Right.
And if someone said, Scotty didn't finish college, he left when we was freshmen. If somebody was like, don't hang around people who aren't doing this or aren't doing that, like, we would be worlds apart. But I feel like you need to your friends is your friends. I feel like I've made it to where I'm at in my career because of my friends. So somebody told me a long time ago.
Where was that college?
We was at Valdosta State. I actually only made it a semester in Valdosta State, but I started selling drugs very, very early, and like it really changed.
Very
Like the money of it really changed my life at 18. I was like, damn. And I had a lot. That's what I grew up around though. So it was easy for my uncles to be like, hey, take this pound and goddamn go south with it and take this ride, and you come back with some. You know, I had my own apartment off campus. By the time 2 months into the year, I wasn't going to class no more.
But so many people stop communicating with folks because they're not on the path that they think they are. They're not doing the same, or they feel they can't help them. You don't know who can help you. Scotty is a burning bush.
Correct.
You have no idea. If you look at this person and say, this person isn't doing this or that, or they're not where I want to be, or they're not in the industry that I'm in, because you don't know who they know. You don't know who the universe or God may use. So you have to be open-minded. Your mental awareness has to understand that you can literally speak things into existence and manifest it. If you're having a mental breakdown, if you need something, ask for it. The universe, God, the ancestors, they will provide it. I promise you. But when I was in LA and I was very, very sad and wanted to move back and my best friend left, I literally prayed to God every day, like, bring me some friends, bring me my family, bring me something. I swear in less than a month, 5 people, one of my Neos moved up there. My best friend came back. She said, I'm moving. I'm gonna get a job. I'll interview places. I'll get it. She didn't even have no job. She just came. I was like, the fuck? Okay. She came. One of my homeboys came. Like, damn near 5 people I knew closely moved to LA, just out the blue, out the whim. So ask, and the universe will move, and it'll move quickly if you need it. I'm at a position in life, I get offers for roles. People literally tell me all the time, that's not possible. That's not going to happen. I said to God, that's what I want. I want to be in a space where sometimes I don't have to audition and I get offers, and it's happening. But things like today, like certain talks, like when people speak, you have to know that you're here for a reason, that is for you. I got 1% tatted on my hand because when I was in an acting studio, she said 1% of people who chase their dreams make it. You need to not be thinking, damn,
that can't be me.
99% didn't make
your
it.
question need to be like, why not me?
How can I be a part of that 1%?
That
you need to know that
Challenge
it is
yourself to
you.
it.
That they're literally talking to you. You're literally the 1%.
Be that.
But the thing is, yo, you cannot have.
I'm buying it. Hey,
I'm in it. Whatever you
I'm
need,
investing.
I'm investing. Everybody, let's invest in 1%. That'll start a Black cultural entertainment for every Black 1%.
Hey,
You cannot have faith and fear at the same time.
Right.
You cannot have faith and fear at the same time. So a lot of us,
you just have to overcome it. Because I've been hella afraid.
I ain't saying
I'm not, but I also been hella afraid.
Your fear fueled you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? You can't try to lean on both at the same time is what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Faith and fear are a fork in the road.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pick a direction.
Yeah.
Now, you can do it afraid.
Yeah.
You can do it not 100% sure.
Right.
But when you walking on faith, I'm telling you, God rewards you for it.
Right.
He definitely does. The law of attraction is real. Manifestation is real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I believe your success is truly because of that. My success is because of that. Core's success is because of that. And Scotty, your season coming.
We
Your
in
season
it.
coming.
We in it.
You know what I'm saying?
Imagine this powerful people he got in this room right here, based on this man.
You should have seen the people he had in my room last night.
Boom. That bitch is booming. The restaurant was mad. They came up to me after like, yo, I thought y'all said it was going to be 20 people.
I called them and said,
It got wild last night. We had a snowfall watch party. Man, this is powerful. But even in the season of manifestation that we're talking about, right? With me and Truth, this platform, this idea was 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But we had someone else that was connecting that dot. And then we had to remove that person to where we could work together to build this platform. You know what I'm saying? This was really something that I wanted to do with some other people 2-3 years ago. They didn't see the vision. You know what I'm saying? I gave this proposal to 94.5. Let's be real. And I'm the type of person, I don't really care to be on the stage. Last time we did the show, I was sitting right there in the crowd. But I was telling them how to do a format of a community type podcast like this. I had nothing to do with it. I said, this should be the host. This is how we should run it. Everybody overlooked it. Then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to create it myself because I believe in.
you was able to pivot.
Right. And I had to really stop depending on other people or put myself in that position to say, you know what? Facilitate a little bit more. But this is getting real good. But we really got to wrap it up. And I really hate it. But I'm so happy. But first, definitely, we gotta have a guy perform. And right after he performs, I want everybody to politic work, connect the dots with each other so we can.
I was just about to say that. Make sure these people.
Oh yeah.
Panel, man. Y'all know.
Yeah, because like I said, my boy Shivy here is about to be the next city councilman.
Yes, sir.
My boy Cord here is the manager of the hottest internet.
Dots.
Is the manager of Mr. Desi Banks, one of the biggest internet sensation I've seen, and usually with us all the time. Miss Gail Bean is my superstar sister.
Check her out.
Oh, Snowfall. And she told me she got something that's coming that's even bigger, but she didn't want to even tell me, so y'all just got to wait too. She was like, I just got something bigger yesterday.
I'll tell you before I go public with it.
I know I'm a no, but I'm excited.
But I know when I tell you, you're going to be so excited.
I'm already excited. But this has been another dope episode of Convos Create Change. Adjust my crown. Mental health is wealth. Thank you guys for being a part of this. We can't continue the conversation.
Scotty Smart, Easy. We appreciate y'all, man. This was dope.
This was beautiful.
This was beautiful.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
Thank y'all.